All right, I'm Saber Main. That's Reaper1. Welcome to the show.
Welcome.
Indeed.
Welcome.
Welcome to the show. All right, so
Welcome.
some of the things that we are going to talk about is we have a story with Army WTF. All right, we have a great story in there, so we're going to talk a little bit about that. We're going to talk about you get what you give. It's a main topic, and we got some other lineups. So do stay tuned to see what we're talking about. This is Fiddler Talk. Let's get into the show. Like, let's hear about this Army WTF because you are the main character in this. So let's hear about it. I'm super stoked.
I think 2 days ago. Basically what happened is, and this was the day that I signed up for my first appointment for SFL TAP. So same day, right? About a year and a half ago, I'd say probably. It was probably sometime in September, maybe September 2022 or 2021, something like that. Maybe August. I was exactly 12 months out or something like that from the military, right? So I get off the phone, walk into the food shop, right? And my team leader is there, my NCO, and he looks at me and he goes to position of attention. He goes, Roberts. I'm like, yes, on. I'm like, what's up? And he's like, parade. Or he said, reverse, parade, rest. So I just kind of sat there, man, and I went, and my feet just went, whoop, and went right around. And I don't know why, right? Because parade rest, the hand's supposed to go behind you, right? So I'm like, I did it I did a half parade. I don't know what I was thinking. Nobody knew what it was, right? But they all knew that I could move my legs like that. So it just, people died. They were just on the floor. He was on the floor laughing, and my platoon sergeant's in the background of the photo, just like, not amused whatsoever at all. He's just totally focused, like mature. He's a mature man, and we're all just children. We're all children. He had me do it like 3 times. He just kept saying, "Do it again, do it again, do it again," and they kept taking pictures, and it was so funny. Right? I think he took a video and posted on his Snapchat. We had captains in the room dying. I think the major was in there at the time, and he was laughing. There's a lot of people in there. Everybody was laughing. It was pretty funny, right? You gonna say something? You interrupted me like a very rude person. You were very rude.
Oh,
you were rude.
Oh, you're welcome. I was like, that's what it was.
Stop being rude. Stop being rude. Okay.
All right.
Anyways, right. So my buddy who was in the food shop at the time, Haddock, shout out, right? He sent the photo in to Army WTF, and nothing happened. Nobody stayed in message him. They didn't message him back or anything. Nothing happened. Then all of a sudden, a year and a half later, I get a text from Saber Main, and I'm like, the coveted U.S. Army WTF moments finally honored me, little old me. They gave me the front post. They honored me. They gave me
the moment of fame.
Dude, the fame is real. The fame is real. Okay. So we're gonna share this photo. We're gonna show you guys this photo. And you can leave a comment down below and let us know exactly. Just let us know. Can you see that?
It's pulling up right now. We are live on it. Go ahead and click in it.
We're live. So you guys can comment on down below. You can go to Facebook and comment too. We shared it to our Facebook page. But this is the actual photo. And you can see my name's redacted. We're in the 3 shop. We just got out of the motor pool. Yeah, my uniform is not the nicest uniform, man. We were in the motor pool, okay? We were in the motor pool all day, every day. It was hot. It's summer. We're in the Connexes. No, I didn't wear the nicest uniform I had. Yes, those boots are 2 years old. That's the only pair I had. Sue me, okay? Sue me. Boots are a lot. Those are Rockies, okay? They're $210 at the time. They're probably way more expensive now. But you can see this. Yeah. Sorry, this is the reverse parade rest right here. You can see my feet and legs are on completely backwards. I just kind of what I did is I hopped off my legs and just put them on backwards. That's all I did. So you too can do that. I don't know why they redacted my name. It's okay. You can see my body dysmorphia right here, man. It's going hard. But I will tell you, you too can do this, okay? When the Army finally puts this position into the roster with parade rest and attention, we're going to have reverse parade rest for when an officer and an NCO is talking to you. So when they finally do put this in the roster for positions, you too can do it. It's okay. At the time, I'm squatting 405 pounds here, okay? I'm squatting. I do legs all the time, right? My legs are strong. They're not scrawny little things. It's not that, oh, he has no muscle on his legs, okay? So that's a bad excuse. So you too can do this. It just takes some practice and some stretching. Stretching's important though, okay? So we're going to read some comments here. And I'm just going to load the previous comments because I think the previous ones are much funnier than the rest of them. So let me just click this a bunch of times. I'm just going to keep clicking, and I'm going to keep clicking, and I'm going to keep on. Yeah, I like that one. Okay, so I'm uncomfortable as the first comment right here, and that is it's by a top fan too, and he's uncomfortable. Why are you uncomfortable, man? The Army's going to, I don't think they understand, man. They're going to put this position into the roster. It's going to be in the roster. It's this future Army standard right here for when an NCO and an officer are talking to you. Okay, it's not that hard though. You don't have to be uncomfortable about it. Great gift right here. I'm not sure what it's supposed to be because it's not moving. Thanks, special lips. You can't see my lips. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Task failed successfully. That is 100% true because they had no idea I was going to be able to pull this off when he said it. And I'm pretty sure he was going to smoke me if I couldn't. So his task did fail successfully. My guy's uniform. Oh, look at the uniform. My guy's uniform looks like a soup sandwich. Don't dog on my uniform, man. Okay, I was in the motor pool. Okay, I'd like to see you go to the motor pool and wear your nicest uniform.
Listen, there's no such thing as a motor pool uniform. No such thing as a motor pool.
Boots. There was for me.
There's no such thing as a field boots or field uniform.
Right. I know.
By one of the sergeant majors, and we all know who.
I know, right? So this comment is somebody correct the soldier on the proper way to wear his legs. Clearly, he has put them on backwards. I did. I told you, I got right up. I got right off my legs and just got them backwards. So he's right, but I'm not gonna change. I won't change my ways, not for anything. One kick to the knee from an NEB. Apparently, we invited Eminem to the party. Dude, there's a lot of comments on the knees. A lot of comments on the knees. I like this one, bro. Don't lock your knees in all caps. That is the funniest thing in the world. I have no idea what would happen if I would have locked my knees. That would have been really funny to find out, though. There's a lot of these ones too. The not service related. There's a lot of them in there. They are funny though. I like it. And no, it's not service related. Believe it or not, I have 0% disability and I can still do that. So yeah. Somebody commented, I'm assuming it's their medic, and it says, I cannot figure this out. I need a medical professional. You don't. This is very healthy. It's a very healthy figure right here, okay? Only 45% body fat. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, man.
This is a great comment. It says, ew. Fantastic. We're going to give that one a like right there. That's great. Just ew. Promote ahead of peer. Brother of Gobless. Or Brothers Gobless. Promote above peers, please. I was promotable at the time, just so you all know. I was very promotable at the time. And people were wanting me to be an NCO. This is a promotable specialist. A specialist promotable, sorry. This is a future leader, a future NCO right here in this photo. Future NCO, okay? Why is my ass so flat in these pants? Hey, I have a nice ass. I don't care what anybody says. My ass is wonderful. Okay? So take it back. There's a reply. Let's see. Gotta start working out those gluteus maximuses, man. So that might be an officer right there. Have him put his top on backwards so it looks like his head is on backwards. We could absolutely have done that, and I don't know why we didn't think about it, and I'm sorry in advance that we didn't. But I'll go put on my uniform right now. I'll put the whole thing on, stolen valor and everything, and get this party rocking.
This made me
He needs to have his hips checked out. Man, my hips, I told you there's a lot of those. My hips are fine, guys. I promise you, I'm perfectly healthy.
Oh, man.
This cat is assembled incorrectly. I'm not a cat. Guys, that's a human being, not a cat. Stop it. Get some help. It looks like he's about to do a ballet. I probably could. I could probably do this pose right here that she's about to do. If she's going to
be able to.
I think I could have. I think I tried it at one point, but not at this time. Again, not service connected. This hurts. Go, please.
So this is also on Instagram, by the way, from on their page, and there's some good comments on there too. All I gotta say is this is great. I love this.
It's so funny, man. It is. This hurts 75% of my body just looking at it. That said, impressive young Padawan. One day your ligaments, your hips, your ankles will be broken, and the only salve will be the sweet nectar of the cheapest whiskey your third divorce can bring you. Yes. I hope that it's no divorces. Thank you very much. My wife and I very much bond till death do us part. Let's just hope death comes first, right? No, I'm just kidding. I know she's watching. I'm sorry.
Oh man.
But yes, thank you for the compliment.
I was when I saw it too. So
I am a young Padawan. This dude's been getting dicked down so hard from behind by his command team. His pelvis broke. No. At the time, my command team was very, very well, very, very good. Okay, so that is not you guys. This is all inaccurate. I had a very good childhood. Okay, this is not my reasoning of a bad childhood. Okay, I don't drink. This is not a drunk E4 specialist over here. No drunk, nothing like that. Not drunk. Sorry, no drunk. I'm talking like I'm drunk. Okay, this isn't. Nothing's broken on here. I have no disability here. I'm in very good health in this picture, okay? This is just me following my orders to the best of my abilities. That's all this picture is. This wasn't supposed to be funny. This was me doing what I was told to do, so I didn't get poked. That's what this picture is.
Man.
So
let's do a couple more.
What in the Zoltan is this? That's pretty funny.
I like that one.
All jacked up. Promoter head appears. I enlisted, and that's the only word you have to say, really.
Yep, enlisted. That's all you got to say.
I wasn't medboard. I don't know why. Again, uncomfortable. And this one says DS Giggles does not approve. I think DS Giggles would have giggled a little bit, just a little bit, not a lot.
A little bit, yeah, a little bit. He would have giggled a little bit. He would have went back to the office and giggled.
When Top chews your ass so well, you flip around just to see if he's still there. That is accurate. That is 100% accurate. Yes. The spite of enlisted. You need help. Again, not service related. So young, his bones aren't even fully formed yet. Give it 2 years and those flexing joints will pop like the 4th of July every time he stands up. They do. They still do, okay? They always have done. They always have. They always will. Let's see here. When you're walking away from an argument and they mutter, yeah, that's what I thought. That would be the funniest thing in the world. Excuse me, what did you say? This is how I present to every counseling statement in Article 15. Yes, 100%. This is what you should do.
Yes.
No, don't do that.
Oh.
I'm just gonna take my Article 15. I'm gonna just take my Article.
Doing it?
I'm not sure what this is right now. I think it's just a Photoshop head on backwards. But I'm not sure. You know, that could be true. It could be true. Another Spaceballs photo. Photoshop much. I replied and said no. He never replied back. What a chump. Okay, Pat Jewett. Oh, cool. Pat Jewett. Okay. No, it's not Photoshop. And you're an a-hole for not responding to me. Okay, I responded to you. You have the decency. It's the same day too. Have the decency to respond back. That's just laziness, man. Nobody likes to see the laziness. Okay, nobody.
You should check out Fiddler Talk. Hey,
somebody says where OCP's backwards. What in the actual F am I looking at? I should have replied to this one too. He just said I'm just confused. Everybody's confused. There's my boy McKinley. He personally
tagged you into it.
I want to end off with a really good one.
Yeah, I'm looking for it.
Okay, we got this one. Looks about right. Anything to not follow standards. I need to make this clear to you guys, okay? I was following the standard and doing exactly what I was told by my leadership, my sergeant, my team leader, E5, like all the way up there. Classy guy, respectable. He did PT every day. He ran great PT. He followed the rules to the T. Followed leadership. He never backtalked anybody, okay? This is my leader, my NCO, okay? Gave me a direct order, and you guys don't want me to follow? Are you crazy? No, I followed this to the ladder, to the T. I crossed the T's and marked the I's. That is what a good future leader does, and that is what a good soldier does, okay? I am a good soldier in that photo, and that's what that photo is about.
hey, yeah, go ahead. Go off on that. All right. So, all right.
We've been on this much longer than we should have been. My bad.
No, we're totally good. So that's a funny segment. That's something that we're doing. That's what we're going to be looking for. We're looking for stuff like this, videos like this. So do send it in, and we will talk about it. The stuff that we're looking to do. All right. Now it's time.
Next to our time to get to the next segment.
Yes, it's time for the next segment. Let's get into the real and amazing segment. Main topic, main round, main event is about to happen. And I announce to you, you get what you give. You get what you give.
If I give you $5, are you going to give it back? Is that what you're talking about? Like if I give you $5, you'll give it back to me? Is that it? Yeah.
So no, look. but listen to this. You give me $5. Say, hey, look. I was like, hey man, can I borrow $5? You give me $5. You know what that does?
I'd give you $6.
That creates like good karma, right? Really? So what's going to happen? Potentially down the road.
That was a great delay.
Potentially down the road, what's going to happen?
Right? Yeah, somebody. I could be stuck on the side of the road, and somebody could repay the kindness that I repaid to you at some point.
Yeah,
it all comes in full circle, man.
You get what you give. All right. So why I think this is a really important topic, because look, man, we talk about. All right, if I go to the gym, I give the gym 2 hours of my day to work out.
And you give the gym 100%, you're going to get 100% back.
Yeah, you're going to get 100% back in return. Hey, mate, look. But you got to understand, it's not going to happen right away. It may take time.
Nothing ever happens right away. It really doesn't.
The great things happen with time.
If you're watching this in the future, years from now, when we're billionaires in our high-up mansions, with our flying cars, right? Because we're rich. No, when you're watching this and we've got hopefully we have, in a few years we have about 1 million subscribers, and you guys are watching this, you're like, man, right? We're putting everything we have into this, and this, it's not going to pan out tomorrow. right? Well, we record on Sunday nights. We always probably will. And I release the episode every Monday morning, the full episode. That probably won't change anytime soon. So we're not going to see return tomorrow. Tomorrow, we're not going to get 1 million views on the episode. Could, but we most likely won't. But it's not like, we posted an episode and all of a sudden we have 1 million subscribers and we get 1 million views every day. But we're putting everything we have into this. We're putting ourselves into this, and that will eventually pan out for us.
Yeah. So,
but if you're watching this in the future, just know it does work. You can see the proof right here, right now. If you're watching this now, give it a few years.
Yeah, give us a few years, and we'll show you. You put 100% in what you're doing. You put 100% in what you're doing. You will get something in return. It's just a matter of time. It's not going to be that instant gratification that the world's teaching you what you have right now.
Everybody wants it. Everybody wants that instant gratification.
Yeah, it's just not like that. Life is not like that. So it takes time. So if I'm dedicating myself, if I go to the gym, say, all right, I go to the gym today, I put 110% into the gym today, but I put 20% into the gym tomorrow. Guess what? That's just delayed. I just delayed that progress. I just delayed it. Oh, but I put 110% last time, so it's fine. Well, no, you just delayed it. And then also,
no, exactly, 100%.
Like, if you're going to put 100%, 110%, you got to go put 100%, 10% for the next year. And then you're going to be like, dang, that 110% over this time. I'm like, dang, what I gave to the gym, I got in return over a year. And that's just the gym. That's the easiest way to talk about results. But I'm talking about work. You get what you get. All right, you go to work, you put all this hard work into your job every day, and you're just grinding at work.
That's actually something that I learned actually pretty early on as a 18-year-old kid working, was that on the days that you go to work and you're driving to work and you're like, this sucks. I don't want to go to work. I hate this job. I hate everything I'm doing. I hate my life. I don't have the car I want. I don't have the things that I want. Every time you do that, you're setting yourself up for failure, right? You could just as easily be going, it's only 8 hours, man. I'm going to get a few $100 today. I'll have a good lunch. I get a break. But that's pretty cool, right? And as soon as I get home, I get to play my guitar or, my video game or work on my project, right? And then all of a sudden, the whole aspect of what you give in the day changes, right? Because you're at work, you're like, hey, it's just work. It's cool. It's an easy job. I'm making good money, right? And then all of a sudden, you're like jamming out to music while you're at work, having a good time, sparking up a great conversation with, your coworker, and you guys are talking about something pretty cool. And all of a sudden, it's already, time to clock out. And you're like, where'd the time go? I just made, $100 today. That's great.
Yeah.
Awesome, because you worked, you made that money, right? And all of a sudden you're going home and you're like, you had a happy day rather than, I hate my life, do my work, do my job, get this over with, I want to go home. Because that just makes time go by slow. It makes your day, it makes people around you mad and upset and angry.
Not only that,
you gotta uplift people, and you gotta give it all you got, no matter what you're doing.
Yeah. So if you do this, well, why would I want to do that? My boss will never promote me. Well, if you have that mindset, then it's never going to happen. So if you just change your mindset and be like, well, if I go to work and I see all the people in work being negative, maybe I try something different that everyone else is doing. So I'd be a little bit more positive and try to uplift everyone. And then your boss might even notice you, but he's not going to say anything. Or your boss will not say anything. And then all of a sudden,
you got to go after that.
Things are lining up and just boom, boom, boom. Things are progressing forward.
Time,
you're like, wow.
Next time you say, hey, man. Next time you say, hey, could I talk to you real quick? Your manager's like, yeah. Come, I got time for you. What's up? All of a sudden you got an in. And you're like, hey, struggling here. I really need some more money. I really want the new position, that new position that just opened up. All of a sudden he's like, I can probably work that out. We can talk about that. Yeah, you're showing good effort,
initiative.
And you have a great attitude every day, and there you go. See, whatever you put into this, anything you do, whatever you put into it, you'll get out. If I don't sit down and play piano every day, I'll never be a good pianist. Not ever. I'll never be able to play the songs and perform the way that I want to play and perform. Just like if you don't work in jiu-jitsu, you'll never beat that guy that kicked your butt, 2 months ago.
I will never be able to go and fight in tournaments. I will never be able to go into the ring and do stuff like that. So, like,
you're never gonna get to walk that gauntlet where people whip you with their belts. And that's the thing. So, I just saw a video on that actually.
I'm just saying. I tried out slap jiu-jitsu, so it's on combat jiu-jitsu, and I'm not gonna lie, when you get slapped, it's like, what? They're like, hold up, it's totally different. It's totally different. Highly recommend doing jiu-jitsu. He brought it up. Sorry, when it comes up, I gotta talk about it.
I brought it up.
Jiu-jitsu is all right. Look, if you're at home, take the time, go to a gym, go do jiu-jitsu. And by the way, if you're in Salt Lake City, go to MMA Absolute. Giving a shout out to you guys. Go there, go train, and go get it. Go get after it.
Go kick Saber Main's ass.
Yeah,
kick his ass.
You'll see me there. I'm mainly there Saturdays. If I'm in town, I'll be there during the week.
If you tell him you're there because of Fiddler Talk, he will fight you.
Oh yeah, I definitely will.
One on one, 1880 style fisticuffs.
Yeah, we'll roll. We'll definitely roll. If you go there, if you hear this off this podcast and you're like, hey, I showed up here just because there's a guy called Saber Main on a podcast. Trust me,
it's that guy over there.
I will go down there. I'll actually text the professor right now and be like, hey, look, if you get people coming in asking for me, let me know. I'll come down.
He'll pay for your school. He'll pay for your whole scholarship. He'll pay for all your tuition and everything.
I wish. We'll get there one day.
He'll find you a wife. He'll find you a wife and marry you himself.
Yeah,
we're making promises we can't keep.
Yes, going way extreme. Again, this is not from Saber Main. Reaper1 said all this, so he's responsible to take care of all of it. All right.
Well, you don't know where they don't know where I live.
I'm pretty sure I can tell them. But yeah, you come down, come roll with me. I'll have fun. We'll have fun. We'll learn things together and keep on rolling. All right, let's get back to it. So we were talking about, man, you get what you give. I think that's a powerful statement. I think that really is a powerful statement, and I think we talked about some great things about it. But man, I cannot sit here and explain enough. Like, I can't go into it. I can't even talk about the RPI of it. Like, it's just insane. Of how that statement's just powerful, and I think you should write it down in the mirror. So when you wake up in the morning, you see that you get what you give. I think that'd be very much.
It's a very much powerful statement because it's very much true in every single aspect of your life. In whatever you want, whether you wake up and you're like, man, my teeth are yellow. I hate that. If you don't make an effort to whiten them, to get the plaque on or whatever you got to do, and brush your teeth, they'll always be yellow, right? Yeah. You're like, man, I really hate the way I look. I have no muscle. I'm super fat. I need to lose 50 pounds. If you don't actively work on changing your diet and going to the gym and exercising, it'll never change. You could be like, man, I really, really want to learn to play the guitar. If you don't get a guitar and sit down and make an effort to play guitar, you'll never learn how to play. You're like, man, I really want to paint. I've always wanted to paint. When's the last time you tried to paint?
Yeah, when's the last time you did anything?
You're like, man, I really wish I was better at math. When's the last time you did a math problem? When's the last time you sat down and tried to figure that out?
Yeah.
You're like, man, I want a better job, but man, I wanted to go to school. You want a better job? Great. When's the last time you looked for a better job? When's the last time you walked into a place that could give you a better job? And she's like, hey, let me speak to the guy in charge real quick. Oh, it's okay. I'll wait. Nobody walks into a business anymore and says, hey, I want to work here. Give me an application. Nobody does that. Because you do that, the manager's going to come and be like, oh, let's talk. Because nobody knows you're real online. You can't know you're real. And they've had 100 billion people contact them already online. You walk in that place, you're like, hey, give me a job. I'm right here. I'm alive.
So
I'm willing to bet at least 5 times out of 10, half and half, they'll give you a job.
Yeah. All right. So I'm going to spill a little bit of the beans on something that we've been working on a little bit, a tad bit. But there is the Mighty Warrior Foundation. All right. So the Mighty Warrior Foundation is a foundation for the military, and it helps. It's not service members; it helps out their family, like the Gold Star families and stuff like that. So great foundation. Definitely go donate to them. Check them out and everything. It's ran by Deborah Lee, aka Mama Lee. But one thing that I did was I sat there and I was like, look, I got to get a hold of this lady. Like, I got to figure out how to get a hold of this lady. And I sat there and I put the effort in, and I found out how to get a hold of her, and I got a hold of her, and I talked to her on the phone, and we had a great conversation. Potentially going to be helping Mama Lee with stuff with her foundation, stuff like that. But she's also going to be helping us. So again, this is some of the great stuff.
Huge shout out.
Yeah. Huge shout out to you, Mama Lee. Thank you for everything that you're doing, and thank you for being there for our families and veterans around the world. But again,
yeah,
this is the kind of stuff you got to get out there to do it. Because if you don't, and then you'll never do anything.
I'll give you guys a little, here's something, right? I believe it or not, I had no idea how to produce or edit any kind of video whatsoever at all before Fiddler Talk started. I had no idea. Saber Main called me and was like, "Hey, can you do this?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure." Had no idea how, but we did it. We're here.
Yeah.
This is episode 11. It's crazy.
Yeah, episode 11. And I'm just saying, did you check out the new intro? Look how far Reaper1 came on that new intro. Like, come on now.
I personally still don't like it. But it is a lot better than the old intro, I believe.
Yeah.
And I'll redo the music. I'll redo the intro eventually.
It's only growth.
The actual audio, exactly, right? And that's all you can do, because we're getting 100% because we're putting 100% into this. And I fully believe that we will get 100% and that we will be able to really help people like we want to, and help veterans like we want to, and help active duty soldiers like we want to. And that's what it's really about. So we're going to put all we have in this thing, and you guys are going to see that, and you guys are going to hit the like button and the subscribe button and the share button, and like you're gonna do all that, right? And
to help grow us, and then you're gonna, in return, you'll see what happens in return. Like, yeah, that's what you do.
Exactly.
You get what you give. Sorry for saying it, but so
I wasn't trying to be cocky about that. What I was trying to say is it will pan out. We have, I fully believe that. Saber Main here fully believes that. So whatever you gotta want to do, whatever you want in life, you have to fully believe that you will get it, and you have to go for it.
Yeah, you do.
Unless it's bad. If it's bad, don't do it.
Yeah, if it's against the law, probably should be doing it.
If you have a guilty conscience when you do it, you probably shouldn't be doing it.
All right, so you wanna this kind of. Now that we kind of went in depth in a little bit, and I mean, this topic could go on forever. Like there's so many different stories and so many different things.
Most of our topics could.
Yeah, we can keep on going for days, but sometimes you get like can't let you get bored. You got to talk about something else, So let's get into the random things. So
this next segment, ladies and gentlemen, I told him that he's got to end it and then start it again. He doesn't get it. So, right, we're going to end it.
Oop.
Oh, look at that. We're back. This is the next segment. Look at that. It all transitioned nicely. You guys saw that transition. I know you did. I know you guys liked that transition, okay? It makes it better.
All right. Look, we're still working on this.
First thing on the agenda for this little segment is February is over, ladies and gentlemen. I forgot to make the post, and it's my bad. It's been a busy week. I had a few papers to write for school. No excuses, right? Though, so my bad. I owe you guys a post. So February is over, and February's Fiddler Initiative was learn something significant every single day. So, Saber Main, how did that go for you? Was there a lot that you did you skip a lot of days? Did you really try to focus on that, or did you find that it kind of like you learned something anyways?
So I mainly focused into the foundation is what I was focusing in. So I had to learn as much as I can in the foundation. And I mean that there's a lot of stuff to learn. So it's a process. And trying to learn how to get that up and going 100% so that everything's legally and everything's going to fall into place. And then working the operations and planning that side. A lot of stuff was falling in place. A lot of stuff did fall in place at the end of the month of February, but at the beginning of the month was a lot.
Do you think that having this challenge over your head helped you to learn something every day?
That challenge, so what that helped me was at the beginning of the month, I'm gonna be honest, at the beginning of the month I was so busy that I totally kind of looked like, and I slacked. I slacked at the beginning of the month. Towards the end of the month, I was like, all right, I gotta kick it in gear. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I actually took my reading, the time that I spend reading, I took some of that time out at the end of the month to make sure I learned more stuff about the foundation and going from there. So, and
I think I found this.
He got some.
I think I found this challenge so much easier than the last one, and it was a little easier for me, obviously, right? Because I'm in school, so 4 days out of the week I'm learning something, no matter what. Plus, I got homework, so it was pretty easy on the days that I wasn't in school. I was learning about video editing, and I was learning a bunch of different stuff like that. I read my Bible every day. God gives me that wisdom and knowledge there. So I really found this a lot easier to learn things. I play piano every single day. I learn a new piece on piano almost every day because of the way my piano teacher is having me learn, right? So there's so much that I actually learned this month. It's really, really crazy. I really, really enjoyed it, though. So if you guys want to catch up, you can. But this month, for the month of March, it's a big one, and this is the big one, right? And it is to start and finish a project. Doesn't matter what it is. It could be learning to bake cookies. Be really small if you want it to be. It could be really big if you want it to be. I'm still working on what I'm going to do. I have a pretty good idea of what I want it to be. But Saber Main is probably going to think, do you have a project you want to do? Do you know something that you want to try?
Yeah, so I do got a couple projects in mind right now. It's for Fiddler Talk. Honestly, we have the one big. So the main thing that's going. That's why February was such an important month because I didn't realize this, right? But it really was for it.
I tried to stack all these things to where it really benefited not only us but you guys as well that are doing it with us, right? So I am pretty sure I know exactly what I'm going to do, and I'm probably going to record a lot of that process for you guys. And if I don't post it after the talk, I'll definitely post it on my personal channel, and I will have the stuff linked in the description of these videos. So there's probably not going to be one in this episode, but stay tuned for that, guys. And we'll post it online too, and on the socials. So I have a good project in mind. I'm not 100% sure that we're going to go with that yet. But the whole goal is whatever you do. If you're a painter and you're like, I'm going to start a painting, I'm going to finish the painting this month. If you write a book or short stories and you're like, I'm going to start a short story on this and I'm going to have the whole thing finished, edited, and, cover out, done, right? When you start a project and finish it, it's the whole thing. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to do a song as my project, and I've got a lot of it written down, but I'll have the song, finish writing it. I'll have the recording, I'll have the editing, the mixing, the mastering, and the release of the song. So by the end of March, if I do go with this project, that'll be completely finished. There'll be nothing I have to do to it more, right? So this challenge is to finish the project. So if you haven't started, by all means, use this month to finish that specific project.
Yeah.
That's what this initiative, that's what this challenge, that's what this month is about. So stay tuned for that those updates, and we're going to try to post a lot more on the Fiddler Initiative side of things.
Yeah, definitely trying to do post-mortem and stuff like that. We're gonna get into let's kind of talk about like the fitness side of some of this because we haven't talked about fitness in a while.
There's a big side of the fitness. I think it's safe to say that me and you probably go to the gym almost every day. Sometimes it's slack, and sometimes you're like, yeah, it's been just too busy. But yeah, fitness.
That's not an excuse. Being busy is not an excuse. I'm sorry.
No. It's not.
And I'm going to be honest. I take complete ownership of this because I'm going to be straight up honest with you. The last 2 weeks, and I think it was, this last 2 weeks, almost 3 weeks, I've slacked. I haven't been to the gym.
This past few days, I slacked. I think the past 2 days. So it happens. It does. We get it.
Yeah.
I get it. It happens to me. It happens to him.
Like
the whole point is to get back up on the horse.
Yeah. You got to get busy. Like stuff starts happening, you start getting off later. You get busy, stuff happens, whatever. You slack off. Well, look, I got a challenge. I got a challenge for myself. I have to run. What is it? Hey, thanks, Reaper1's wife. I see that comment in there. So I have to run 5 miles in 45 minutes.
I just saw that as well. I literally just pulled it up as you pulled it up.
Yeah, so I got to run 5 miles in 45 minutes. So my goal is in the next 2 months to be able to get that. So it's cold.
That's pretty crazy.
Oh my God, if it's snowing, it's cold to run outside. But we're gonna make it happen because failure is not an option.
I think my fitness goal is to get the strength back in my legs that I used to have. It actually might just be consistent with my creatine because I am not consistent with my creatine intake at all.
Bro. Yeah, no,
it's important. I forget to take it.
Look, how much water are you drinking?
I know.
Because if you're taking creatine,
I drink a lot of water. I do drink a lot of water.
Minimum gallon of water.
I do drink a lot of water a day, especially when I'm good about it. When I remember to, I drink a lot of water, and then when I don't, I like drink no water at all. It's weird. There's no balance for me. It's either no water at all or a lot of water. Not healthy there.
I think I just lost the sound again. All right. Well, man.
Can you hear me?
I got you. Yeah, I got you.
I
thought I lost the sound. Hey. Yeah, man, I was about to say, no, don't lose the sound just yet. We don't need that.
Yeah, we had a technical difficulty at the beginning of the show. We recorded like 15 minutes. It was like 15 minutes, and he just wasn't in it at all. It was just me talking to you guys, and that was probably not entertaining.
All right, so let's do some closing out notes.
You'll never see it. You'll never see it.
Yeah, you'll never see it. You'll never see that part. All right, so let's get into the closing notes. Let's close out this. All right, so some of the stuff that we talked about the Army WTF, funny moments, great stories, and great comments. Thank you all you guys that go and comment on their page. Do tune into us and everything. Thank you for them. Thank you to Army WTF for posting the picture and doing what you're doing. I really appreciate it.
Yeah. Made my day.
Yeah. It was great. I thought it was funny when I saw it. When I was scrolling through, real fast. I was like, oh, look, I got it.
You instantly, you're like, oh, wow.
Yeah. So, thank you for them. Again, all right. You get what you give. All right, so you get what you give. I hope that was a great takeaway for you guys. I hope that impacts your life and you use it in your life and you succeed somewhere in your life by that statement. I'm going to be honest. I don't know where I heard it from. Just one day I was like, you get what you give.
It's a pretty universal term, I think.
Yeah, I just heard it one day. Like I just woke up one day. I'm like, you get what you give. And I was like, damn, that's a pretty powerful statement. So I've been living by that. You get what you give and continue the fight. Always continue the fight. Let's give a huge shout out to the Army veterans. Thank you, veterans, for everything that you're doing. Because again, you guys sacrifice your time and we're going to pay you back. So thank you, veterans.
Thank you.
Active duty. Thank you. You got something to say?
No, go. Keep going.
Okay. All right. Active duty. Thank you. Thank you for all the sacrifice that you're giving to this day. Thank you for taking that time, going out there, living the life in the field, doing it all, getting after it, staying after it, and enduring the cold. Definitely if you're in Colorado, because I know it's cold out there and you guys been out in the field. So thank you for everything that you're doing. Staying after it. All right. Firefighters, thank you. You got something.
I was just gonna say first responders, but you're gonna thank everybody. I'm okay with that.
Oh yeah, no,
I'm okay with that.
Yes. So firefighters, thank you. Thank you for every day, for saving our lives, keeping us alive, and enduring everything. And it's the sacrifices that you have to take. All right. Paramedics, thank you. Thank you for saving our lives too. Like being there next to the firefighters and making this happen and saving everyone. All right, police officers, I know you have a hard life. You have a hard, enduring job, but thank you for what you're doing. And just staying out there. But hey, look, if you're a police officer, go do jiu-jitsu. Definitely go do jiu-jitsu. It will help you in your career. And they got discounts for you guys nowadays. So go check it out. But thank you, police officers, nurses. Look, you guys literally hold down the hospital. You're what we call the grunts in the military. You are a grunt in the hospital. So thank you for everything that you're doing in the hospital.
That's fair.
Yeah. You got anything to say?
To the audience, thank you guys for staying this long. Thank you guys for watching, sharing, and liking, commenting, all that stuff. We really appreciate it, guys. Very much so.
Yes.
Facebook,
Cool.
Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. It's all in
the talk of the tick.
Description. So
look, it's the talk of the tick.
Click on all those things. What you got to do is you got to click on it. It'll take you to the page. Then you got to click the like button on that page.
Look, you got to hit the subscribe, hit the subscribe button, and then hit the like button on it. Really enjoy that. Do check out my personal, his personal. We're gonna start integrating our personals a little bit more. Go into like our personals. Go follow us on a personal life. Go see what we do personally. Like I don't like posting, but guess what? I gotta post more.
I share a lot of band stuff. If you guys like metal bands, go check it out.
By the way, so actually, before we close this out, I do got to say something. We should vote in Metallica. Look, the Super Bowl is going to be in Las Vegas. Let's get Metallica.
They'll never let them play. Not ever.
Dude, I know. I wish.
It'll never
have them play for the Super Bowl. Come on, people. Let's make this happen.
I don't think James Hetfield would ever let it happen either. So.
I know. I just wish. I wish they would. All right. So thank you, everyone. Thank you for all that you do, because we can't do this without you guys. So do tune in to all of our episodes and hit that like, subscribe button. All right. Saber Main, out.
He did it before me. He's not supposed to do it before me. So we put one out.